Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of American muscle with a true legend, the Pontiac GTO. This car isn't just a vehicle, it's a piece of automotive history that redefined performance and style in the 1960s and beyond. So, buckle up as we take a closer look at what makes the Pontiac GTO so iconic. Let's start with a little history lesson. The Pontiac GTO, also known as the GOAT, was introduced in 1964 as an option package for the Pontiac Tempest. But it wasn't just any option, it was a game changer. The GTO is widely regarded as the first true muscle car, blending a mid-size body with a powerful V8 engine. It was the brainchild of John DeLorean, who saw an opportunity to create something special for performance enthusiasts. Under the hood, the GTO packed a punch. The original 1964 model came with a 389 cubic inch V8 engine, producing 325 horsepower. But Pontiac didn't stop there. Over the years, they continued to refine and upgrade the engine, eventually offering a 400 cubic inch V8 with up to 360 horsepower. And let's not forget the legendary Ram Air option, which boosted performance even further. This car was built for speed, and it delivered. Now, let's talk about the driving experience. The GTO wasn't just about raw power, it was about how that power felt on the road. The V8 engine provided incredible acceleration, and the car's suspension was tuned for a balance of comfort and performance. Whether you were cruising down the highway or tearing up the drag strip, the GTO was in its element. And that sound, oh, that sound. There's nothing quite like the rumble of a GTO's exhaust. But the GTO wasn't just about performance, it was also a head-turner. The design was bold and aggressive, with a long hood, short deck, and muscular stance. The 1964 model featured a sleek, understated look, but as the years went on, the GTO became more flamboyant. Think hood scoops, racing stripes, and bold color options. This car was designed to stand out, and it still turns heads today. Inside, the GTO was just as impressive. The interior was driver-focused, with a sporty steering wheel, bucket seats, and a dashboard that put all the important controls within easy reach. Pontiac also offered a range of options, from premium upholstery to a Hurst shifter for the manual transmission. It was a car that made you feel connected to the road, and every detail was designed with the driver in mind. The GTO wasn't just a car, it was a cultural phenomenon. It captured the spirit of the 1960s, a time when America was falling in love with speed and power. The GTO was featured in movies, TV shows, and even songs. It became a symbol of freedom and rebellion, and it helped define the muscle car era. Pontiac sold over 500,000 GTOs during its initial run, and it remains one of the most beloved cars of all time. Of course, no discussion of the GTO would be complete without mentioning its impact on the automotive world. The GTO proved that you could take a mid-size car, drop a big engine in it, and create something truly special. It inspired a generation of muscle cars, from the Chevrolet Chevelle SS to the Ford Mustang GT. The GTO set the standard, and its legacy lives on in every performance car that followed. So, what's it like to own a Pontiac GTO today? Well, it's a mix of nostalgia and adrenaline. These cars are highly sought after by collectors, and finding one in good condition can be a challenge. But if you're lucky enough to get behind the wheel of a GTO, you'll understand why it's so special. It's not just a car, it's a piece of history, a symbol of American ingenuity, and a whole lot of fun to drive. Before we wrap up, let's take one last look at this beauty. The Pontiac GTO is more than just a car, it's a legend. It's a reminder of a time when cars were about more than just getting from point A to point B. They were about passion, performance, and the thrill of the open road, and that's something we can all appreciate. Thanks for joining me on the journey through the history of the Pontiac GTO. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more automotive adventures. And if you ever had the chance to drive or own GTO, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next.